Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is Sarah Trapani and we're here to practice a very brief yoga class today. And you only have a little bit of time, but you want to move the whole body. So grab your mat and let's get going. By the way, I am monetized now, so it's such great news for me. Every time you even watch one of my videos, I make a little bit, like 5 cents. So it's exciting. So thank you so much for watching. And let's go ahead and get started on the back today. So go ahead and come down on the back and hug your knees in. See how that lower back is feeling today as you rock side to side and start to unwind the tension in your neck, your shoulders, and your jaw. Take an inhale through your nose and exhale, let it out in your mouth. Arriving in this practice today and giving yourself permission to be fully here for this time on your mat, this self-care time. Take your arms on the inside of your knees and reach around for the outside edges of the feet for a full happy baby. If you're unable to get the feet, take the ankles or the shins, totally fine. So we're inviting compassion for wherever we're at today in your body, and always trusting you can back off if you need to at any point in this practice. This is your practice in your body. So coming back to about center, go ahead and bring the soles of feet together. Let the knees splay open into recline bound angle. Interlace the hands behind your head. And then point your elbows toward the sky. Scoop your head up. Look toward your tail. Lift your knees a little bit and curl your tail toward your belly to bring your lower back toward the floor. It's a little neck release. Exhale. Squeeze the knees in. Let your head fall back and then take the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. Root through the feet and lift the hips and pelvis into your gentle bridge. Pressing the feet, the four corners of the feet firmly into the mat and away from the shoulder blades. Engage your gluteals, lift up your hips and squeeze your knees in a little bit. And we'll inhale. And when you exhale, start to roll down slowly, upper back, middle back, lower back melting down. Last of all, hug your right knee in toward your side waist. Give it a squeeze. Slide your left heel out straight and press the left thigh bone down toward the floor. Draw that right knee over to the right. Let that right shin fall into your right hand and let your left hand rest on the hip point and resist just a little bit that right shin into the hand. And then glide that right knee back to center. Take your left hand on the outer right thigh and move that thigh across the midline a couple degrees. You could touch your right foot on top of that left quadriceps and then come back to center. Extend your right heel straight up, hands behind the thigh bone, calf or ankle. Draw that right leg a little closer, and we'll step that left foot on the ground, and then press your right heel all the way away. And hug your left knee in. Gentle squeeze. If you need to, you could have your right foot on the floor. If it's too intense to have the leg straight. Kalamukhatasana, a light flex of the feet. Then glide that left knee open, letting the left shin fall into the left hand, keeping the shoulders pretty equal. Rest your right hand on your hip. And then slide that left knee back into center and across the midline. So you kind of switch that left leg into the right hand and move just a bit to bring that left hip on top of the right. Touch your left foot on top of the right quadricep. Then come back to center, extend that left heel straight up, hands behind the thigh bone, calf or ankle. Draw that leg a little closer toward your body. And then lightly step that right foot on the ground and slide that left leg out straight. And then slide that right leg out straight. Take a big full inhale, stretch, toes to fingers. Reaching through the fingers. And then we're going to take that right first finger and thumb, hook it around your left wrist with your palm facing in toward the midline. Scoot your upper body over to the right and just give that left wrist a little pull and drag, opening that right elbow away from your ear. Breathing through that left side. And we'll just take one inhale there. Exhale, scoot yourself back to center and take that left first finger and thumb, hook it around that right wrist and inch the ribs and torso to the left a little bit, and then pull that right wrist away. And why don't you relax your feet for a moment and just let your head be doing whatever it wants to do. One more inhale deep into that right side. And exhale, we're going to come along back to center. Then draw your both knees in again. Cross either ankle on top. We're going to rock and roll, come up to sit. When you come up to sit, roll over your knees, come into a tabletop position. Tented fingers, send the hips back toward your heels and walk those tented fingers forward. Coming into this active, extended child's pose. So we're lifting the inner elbows up toward the sky. We're lifting the arm bones up into the body. The center of the palm is like a little suction cup right up into the wrist, right up into the shoulder joint. And then on your inhale, wave forward. Look forward, tented fingers. And when you exhale, plant your palms, spread your palms, lift your knees, and come up into downward dog. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Inhale, lengthen through the tailbone. Exhale, let it out. Feel free to pedal your feet a little bit. Raise your heels high, come all the way up onto tiptoes. Tiptoe forward right between the thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Hands are on the floor or your shins. Exhale, fold. Wrap your hands behind your calves, Uttanasana. Press through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. Reaching up. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, little back bend, palms press. Exhale, belly in, swan dive fold. Belly to thighs. Let the head hang. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, lightly take a big step back, 1 foot at a time into plank. Now the shoulders are over the palms. You can touch your knees down to modify or lower down one long line, back through tail, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your feet flat, cobra pose on the inhale, and then exhale, tuck your toes, downward dog. Stretching long, breathing there. Letting the head hang, and really rooting through the index finger and thumb. Now lift the heels, come into plank, bring your knees down, sit behind your heels, and start to scoop your knees in. Slide your heels out toward the upper corners of your mat. Reach your arms up and interlace your fingers. Squeeze your arms in toward the ears and sway gently side to side. And then when you come back to center, inhale, press up, look up. Exhale, reach forward. Take your 2 first fingers, hook them around your big toes. Open your elbows slightly and start to fold. If you're unable to get the toes, you can just touch your ankles, shins, or the floor. Find any amount of this wide-legged fold for a moment. It's a short V, not a big V. Stretching all through the calf, hamstring, into the back body, and calming your nervous system with some smooth, steady breathing. Now drop the tail, start to sit up. We're going to take the feet on the floor and inch forward, and then come down to your forearms. Bring your knees in to touch. Scoop your tail, drag your lower back into the floor. And then open your elbows and start to come down all the way onto your back. Once we're on the back, take your arms out to a cactus shape, nice open chest. You can even hook your thumbs underneath the edges of your mat and give a little pull like you're trying to stretch the elbows away and you're trying to stretch the hands away, creating a tension in the mat. And then release, let everything go. Start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Wringing out your back, wringing out your hips. And then when your knees come back to about center, let's slide the legs out and find a Shavasana. Slide the arms down alongside the body and let go for a couple of moments into the floor. Feel the edges of the heels rest and all the areas of the back body that connect down to the floor. scan and notice and tune into those areas. Let the entire spine unwind from the nape of the neck down through the tail. Let the breath flow naturally as you soften all the organs in the belly. And let there be light, space, awareness flowing through all the joints and all the cells. Noticing the energy of the inhale, the warmth, the vitality, and the qualities of the exhale, cooling, softening, letting go. Let's bring the hands anywhere onto the torso and find your gratitude practice for today. What do you have to be grateful for, to focus on in this moment, even if it's just the breath and your presence? Start to wiggle your toes gently. Eventually, when you're ready, reaching the arms overhead, take a full inhale stretch, resetting, and then drawing the knees in tenderly, finding compassion for the self, this moment, and then take your time to roll to either side, and we'll meet in a cross-legged seat. Finding your way up again into this comfortable cross-legged seat. I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and always trust on the journey. Namaste. So grateful for everyone who's watching and participating in my videos. I appreciate it if you could subscribe if you haven't already, and that super thanks button again is really amazingly helpful to keep my channel going. And even just watching my videos now helps me out. Okay, take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.